Connection or coincidence? The Obama administration is denying that a $400 million cash payment to Iran as 4 detained Americans were being freed was in fact ransom. That is exactly what Republicans and other administration critics allege after an unusual delivery of a cargo plane full of euros and Swiss francs to Tehran. Here to sort it all out for us, Chief Washington Correspondent James Rosen is live at the State Department tonight. Good evening, James.
Brett, good evening. Senior officials here at the State Department said today they were aware back in January of how bad the optics looked in this case, but they went ahead anyway because they needed, as they put it, to get creative about how to deal with a hostile foreign government like the Islamic regime.
We feel very comfortable that the United States of America held on to its principles, got its people home, kept faith with them, and I do not believe we have invited further situation.
What Secretary of State John Kerry did not mention last January when he welcomed Iran's release of 5 American hostages the day before as part of a prisoner swap was that the United States, as first reported today by the Wall Street Journal, had also arranged for an unmarked cargo plane to deliver to Iran $400 million in hard foreign currency on or about the same day as the Americans were set free.
This was not ransom. Any suggestion that it had anything to do with ransom is absolutely and utterly false. Now, yes, they were done simultaneously, and so I understand the coincidental nature here, the timing.
The $400 million U.S. officials said was the amount the Shah of Iran had paid the U.S. in the late 1970s for an arms purchase just prior to the Islamic Revolution, after which Iran seized 52 American hostages and the U.S. froze Iranian assets here. Iran's claim to the $400 million had been pending in an international tribunal at The Hague, and the U.S., fearing an adverse ruling of up to $10 billion, said it negotiated a settlement worth $1.7 billion overall.
Iran released 5 Americans who were unjustly detained on Iranian soil, and we resolved a 35-year-old financial claim with the Iranians in a way that saved Americans potentially billions of dollars.
Secretary Kerry spoke to the settlement at the time and tried to say, look, guys, I know it looks like, but there's no there.
The prisoner swap and the $400 million down payment occurred just as the nuclear deal with Iran was being formally implemented, and just a few days after the regime released 10 U.S. Navy sailors captured offshore. Administration critics said it all amounted to a ransom payment that has only emboldened the state sponsor of terrorism.
We don't give them access to hard currency for the reason that if they get their hands on cash, they give that to Hezbollah and to Hamas.
Aides to Secretary of State Kerry may feel there's nothing left to be said about all this, but the Republican chairman of the House Oversight Committee, Congressman Jason Chaffetz of Utah, disagrees. He wrote to Kerry today demanding all the documents relating to this transaction and also that Secretary of State Kerry himself appear before the committee to answer more questions about it. Brett?
James Rosen at the State Department. James, thank you.